welcome back to Kruse Control. It is Wednesday, April 19th, 2023. Welcome to Kruse Control, the home of entertainment news. I am your host, as always, Brian Kruse. Welcome back, and it's Hump Day. Yeah, Hump Day. Sabrina, welcome back to the program. How you doing tonight? The lovely Miss Sabrina Vittori.
Hi, I'm wonderful. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, how was your day, Ben?
Pretty good, actually. Not a bad day out here in Florida.
Not too bad at all. Well, thank you for being here as always. And also joining us here on Kruse Control is Mr. Sean Sutherland. Sean, welcome back to the program. Wow. How you doing?
Wow, I'm so excited to be here. What is this, my third time? Three-peat?
This is third time. Yeah, this is
third time. Look at that.
The third amigo.
Oh, wow. Haven't been canceled yet, so let's keep this going. Yeah.
We're happy to have you here. It's been fun talking to you on Kruse Control, and it's just great to talk to you because it's been, again, so long to see you now. I'm seeing it 3 times in the past few months here, and it's more than the past few years,
I'm loving this. It's just nice.
Which is wild.
It's like riding a bicycle, except you're sitting in front of a webcam. It's a little different, but no, I'm enjoying it.
It's 2023, right?
Yeah.
Well, anyways, we got to get right into it. So as always, now it's time for some breaking news. All right, everybody, I want to jump right into it. And the very first thing I want to talk to you very quickly off the top here is about the Flash movie. So the Flash movie is going to drop another trailer. That's right. The final trailer for the movie is coming out, and it's coming out not too long. It's coming out in June. So the first trailer came out already. We saw a lot of Batman, a lot of Keaton. Well, this new one's coming out April 25th, 2023. So we're not that long away from this, everybody. They're going to drop this trailer. We're going to see some more. They had a little teaser for this. And of course, it was just close up on Ezra Miller, close up on Ben Affleck, on Keaton. It's like, zoo, 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 zoo. It's just showing everybody close up on Supergirl. And it's like, it's cool. I don't know what else they're going to show because the last trailer, it showed a lot. It really did put a lot out there. So this one, it could be cool. I don't know. I'm excited about this movie. I know a lot of people have ups and downs about it, but I don't know. Maybe it'll get me more jazzed than I am. I don't know if it can though at this point. I just don't know if it can. I know Sean's super excited about this, right, Sean?
How could you tell? Super excited for this one. I am like you. I'm wondering what else is there to spoil in terms of this last trailer. I follow Todd McFarlane and McFarlane Toys on Instagram, and he's been posting all the Flash line stuff. So I know the Batwing's in there. I know the Batmobile, obviously. Maybe we'll get final looks on there, or at least a better idea of how Batfleck and Bat Keaton are interacting, if at all. I'm excited to see it. And June can't come quick enough. So bring it on.
I know, right? I am so excited about it. And it's like what's going to happen though? I don't know. It's coming soon though. And I just the anticipation's out the roof for me. I'm just excited to see Keaton back in that bat suit. Right, Sabrina? She's like, yeah.
I'm definitely not excited as either of you are for this, but I am going to go see it, and I'm excited to see what they do with it. I actually think Ezra Miller plays a really good Flash despite his issues. And I love Michael Keaton as the OG Batman on screen with Tim Burton. So I'm feeling very nostalgic about that. And Ben Affleck is actually my favorite Batman of recent years. So I'm hopeful, but I'm definitely not as jazzed as either of you two are. June can't come soon enough is not a statement that's going to come out of my mouth.
Well, Batfleck's there, Keaton's there, we got Ezra. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see. We got Zod back. I'm excited about it. Something else coming back, though, too, is The Rookie, everybody. So if you're a fan of The Rookie, they have picked it up. ABC has renewed The Rookie for a 6th season. That's right. The series will reach its 100th episode during this season. Nathan Fillion's coming back for this drama. I know, 100 episodes. It's been ranking number 1 on its Tuesday at 8 p.m. time slot for adults 18 to 49. And the season 5 finale, I should say, is going to end on May 2nd. So ABC's been going back and forth about these renewals. It's been taking a while because, of course, they're cutting budget. There's the impending writer's strike. And, just things aren't moving as fast because people are afraid of what's going to happen in Hollywood if it'll shut down. So This was something that was likely to happen, though. They've gone this long, 100 episodes. I mean, come on. You have to just pick it up, give it 100 at this point, because a lot of shows don't get this. So it's fantastic for the Rookie if you're a fan of the show. The cast and the crew, too, of course, the jobs. It's amazing. Sabrina, what do you think about this? Are you excited? You excited about the Rookie coming back, huh? Doing some more?
I don't watch The Rookie, but I'm not surprised that it's getting renewed. Cop shows and lawyer shows seem to be like the most steadfast programming. It's just, I mean, look how many seasons of Law and Order and NCIS and CSI there are. So I'm not surprised at all, and I love Nathan Fillion, so good for them.
Absolutely, yeah.
Nathan
Give him
Fillion's
more
so
work.
cool.
I mean, come on, who doesn't want to see Nathan Fillion back out there doing more things? Like even the Rookie spinoff is doing really well as well. So I'm excited for that and that franchise to continue. I don't watch it either, but I think again, and Brian, you and I have talked before about this. Like to even in this climate get to 100 episodes is good for is just great for entertainment in general. So yeah, happy for him.
Yeah, I mean it's amazing when that happens. And the spinoff, they haven't announced if that's coming back yet. We'll see. I mean, I imagine it probably will too. It's just one of those things. ABC is just being very reluctant, as everybody is. Everyone's being reluctant about what they're going to pick up, what they're going to do. May 1st is coming very soon for this potential writer's strike. As we said on the show before, they've authorized the strike. So if they don't reach an agreement, strike's happening May 1st. But hopefully not for everybody. It's looking more likely, and that's going to affect TV across the board. But you know what? Doesn't matter because the Rookie's coming back. If you're a fan like GR is in the post, oh yes, it's coming back. Well, as that's coming back, something that's going away, and I can't believe I'm saying this right now, is Netflix DVDs. Netflix DVDs. One of our actual guests that come on quite a bit, Jacob Rowland, actually still does this. And I was shocked to hear this is still happening. But they're closing down their original DVD by mail process just now after 25 years of doing this, everybody. 25 years. And they're going to shift to a new ad-supported plan, and they're going to put more effort into that and get rid of the DVDs so those people are going to be pushed over to there and repurposed. And if you have this right now, the last discs are going to be mailed out September 29th, and you must have them back by October 27th. And then your last bill for this will be in August. So if you have this, I mean, it's fantastic. It started in 1998. It was 98. Reed Haskins and Mark Rudolph started this, and they said, they had a whole announcement about this. Said to everyone who added a DVD to their queue or waited by a mailbox for that red envelope, we thank you. And this is the end of the season for DVDs at Netflix. Yeah, I mean, I was shocked it was still happening, right?
Exactly. Hard to believe that it's still part of their business model. But it's streaming and wireless capabilities or streaming capabilities in some parts of the rural U.S. are just not there yet. And hey, post office is there and it works. And why the hell not? Like, I still got my copy of Paul Blart from Netflix. It's somewhere around here, and I'm sure I'll need to return that. But,
they'll be looking for that now.
Who knows? But it's just amazing to me that they even still did it. But I think it makes sense. It's just, the technological gap, and it exists. And damn shame it's going away. It's the end of an era.
End of an era. It really is for Netflix. And the fact that this happened, it's been so long they've been doing this. I'm just shocked that it actually went on this long. That's why I said it's just surprising to me. But good for them that it still happened. Again, for the people in rural areas like you're saying that just can't get this streaming this way, they were able to actually still get their DVDs. And Jacob, one of our guest hosts on here, he was really excited about this. When he told me about this not too long ago, I was like, you're still getting DVDs? That still happens? And I guarantee this is going to bum him up big time. Big time. Right, Sabrina? You know it's going to bum him up big time.
Yeah, when he said that, I honestly was shocked. I had no idea that it was still going on either. It sounds like the most insane thing ever. But I think the reason why they held on to it for so long is because that's how they started. So it was to their roots. That's how Netflix became Netflix. So I think that they were holding out for that. But to me, I don't even have a DVD player anymore. I have a shit ton of DVDs, but I do not have a DVD player to play them on if I wanted to. So it boggles my mind that people are still doing this. Although I am currently in Florida, as everyone knows. And I was at the gas station the other day, and there is a red box there, and someone came and returned a red box and got a red box. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? Where am I right now? Did I travel back in time? I don't, Like, so
I
I
mean,
guess,
technically a little
to
bit. It
each
is
his own.
Florida, you know.
Well, but I mean, like a fun. I mean, I've seen it there before, but I saw someone come up to it and use it, and I was like, "What is happening?" Like, there's like a
Well, the
shield
red
he goes
boxes
to
are
pick
still
up,
everywhere
and
though
then they're
too.
like,
Oh yeah, they're everywhere.
I
We got them
know
here in
they're there.
Baltimore.
I just didn't know people use them. Like, I thought it was like a defunct like phone booth that you don't use with a quarter to call someone anymore because you have a cell phone in your pocket. You know what I mean?
Nope. It's still been happening. But Netflix, it's like now they're done with it. I mean, they've been moving this way for a long time. I imagine their library has probably gone down quite a bit, or maybe
Oh
it's been
yeah.
easier to get those DVDs because no one's been renting them. So who knows? But are they going to charge people? They're probably going to start charging. Like, you know what? You keep it. We'll just charge you $5 for that DVD and call it a day. I don't know, but it's going to be done.
GR
Apologies,
uses Redbox
Jacob.
occasionally. Hashtag
Yeah,
awesome.
it's been a hot minute since I've used one. It's been a hot minute, but you know, goodbye to DVDs, everybody. It's been great. They've treated us well through the years, and it's been like Sean was saying, it was Netflix's bread and butter for a long time. So you know what? They held on for you as long as they can, and now it doesn't make sense, and it's going away. So it's been fun while it lasted. Something that's coming back, well, I should say someone who's coming back, is Michelle Yeoh to Star Trek, though. Michelle Yeoh is coming back to play her character, Emperor Philippa Georgia, in the new Star Trek spin-off movie called Star Trek Section 31. Now, she, of course, was in Discovery, and they've been talking about doing this for a long time. They're going to do a series after the first season of Discovery, between 2 and 3 at one point. I mean, they were going back and forth, and it never happened and never manifested. She appeared in the show multiple times as that character. So it was good for her that she's had this and she loves the Star Trek universe. And now the fact that they're giving her own movie is a huge thing. Fans are going nuts online. And it's like, it's one of those things I'm like, it makes sense. She's a fantastic actor. She just won the Academy Award. It's one of those things they're probably like, let's give her show back. Let's do it now. This is the best time for Paramount Plus to do this. Picard's ending. Star Trek Discovery is ending. I mean, you're looking for new content in the Star Trek world, so why would you not greenlight this? But it's a movie only. It's not a series, but it's still a movie by CBS Studios coming out. It's going to start production later this year, coming out later. And it's going to be her joining a secret division of Starfleet tasked with protecting the United Federation of Planets and faces of the sins of their past. So, and she's beyond excited about this. She said she's happy to go back to the Star Trek family and the role I've loved for so long. Section 31 has been near and dear to my heart since I began the journey of playing the character all the way back when the golden age of Star Trek launched. And she said, live long and prosper. She's excited to get back to this. So honestly, I think it's fun. I think it's fun. It makes sense. Again, like I said, you're banking off what's happening with her career right now too. She just won this award everywhere. She's everywhere. People are going crazy about everything everywhere all at once. Like, use her, put her in here, give her this opportunity, and like, it'll be great for the network probably. Sean, what do you think about this? You hear about this. Are you excited about it? Or do you know her character from before? And do you think it's a good opportunity for Paramount?
I will be completely honest here. That is probably one of my biggest nerddom blind spots is Star Trek. It's not something that I ever really got into. I don't have a Paramount Plus, sorry. But
Uh-oh.
I agree with you, right? I just think it's now is the time where you have these other established players that are ending. You want to roll up some new, some new kind of spin-off, some new shows, digging deep and putting it behind such a wonderful actress, someone with a very detailed and great past for this character and a love for this character. There's still stories to be told. I mean, if we can get, all these series on Star Trek about, even Lower Decks and Strange Worlds and all that kind of stuff, like, why the hell not? Give her a damn movie. I think it's a great, just showing just how flexible and malleable that whole IP is.
Yeah, it really is, and it just makes sense. It just makes sense. It's good business, and it's great for her if she loves it. Like, why would you not? And the fact that they've been talking about it for years and years, it's just like, this is the time. Jump on it, and it's okay if you have a little blind spot to the Star Trek world right there. It's fine. It's totally
Brian.
fine.
Thank you.
They've been going nuts on Paramount Plus the Star Trek world. They're going insane. Like the Lower Decks one, they have like a Starfleet Academy coming out. They have, we're going to talk about in a second, some about, Strange New Worlds, stuff about that. But, Sabrina, I know you're not a big Star Trek person, but what do you think about Michelle Yeoh going back to this character?
I mean, I love Michelle Yeoh and I support her in anything that she does. Star Trek is super old and tired for me personally. I never liked it in the first place, and I certainly don't like the 375 remakes that they keep putting out there and cartoons and like it's just like enough is enough for me personally. I think Picard's success has kind of skyrocketed into a new realm, and I think that they're trying to capitalize it the same way that Disney is trying to capitalize on Star Wars. And they're going to make offshoots and you know what I mean, like they're going to do as much as they can in a short amount of time to capitalize on the success that Picard has, in my personal opinion. And like I said, I love Michelle Yeoh. I'm super happy for her. If she's happy to revisit this character, good for her, good for them. I'm just, unfortunately, Michelle, I love you, but I'm not going to watch this shit. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
She's fantastic in the role, though. She's amazing in it. She really is. But she's great in everything she does, you know? But, you know,
She's
that's the thing. It's like, you're right. They're just going to be banking on this Picard. Like, I've been watching it. It's been great. If you love The Next Generation, it's an awesome season this season. It really is. It's been spectacular across the board. And I feel like they're going to try to get them to come back, do more because it's so successful. Maybe just let it be, though. But, you know, that's what they're doing. They're reaching into the bank. They're doing more. Just like Strange New Worlds is coming out, everybody, for the second season. And like we said before, they've already picked it up for a third season. And the second season hasn't even aired yet. Of course, it's airing not too long. It's airing in June 15th. And the first trailer came out. And honestly, I thought it was pretty cool. I love the Postal Service doing such great heights, like playing that song during the trailer. I think it worked amazing for it.
That's the highlight of it all.
It was great. That was
yeah.
that
20th anniversary,
awesome.
right? 20th anniversary. Yeah. They're on a tour to celebrate that and transatlanticism. So yeah. So why the hell not use it in a trailer too?
Throw it in a Star Trek thing. Why not? You'll get a lot of viewers, get them excited about them again. If you haven't listened to them for a while, be like, oh, that's right. I love this. And it's going to be a lot of eyes on it too. A lot of eyes watching that trailer today and people excited about it again because there's a lot of Trekkies out there that just love this, you know? And I thought the trailer was great. Spock was awesome in it. I thought he did great with the Klingons. I thought it was just fun. The action was great. I mean, I think it's going to be fun. I like the first season, so I can't imagine it not being good. They have a lot of belief in this. They have that spin-off of Lower Decks coming out too, which is interesting because originally I thought it was going to be all like animation, but apparently it's going to be live action and animation. And Jonathan Frakes is actually directing, who plays number one, who play Riker in Star Trek. So he's directing it. So it'll be interesting to see how they do like live action and animation and make that work. Sabrina, you're not excited about this. I know you're not. You're just like whatever about Strange New World. So, but Strange New World, it's coming out. Did you see a trailer at all? Did you watch that or no?
I did. I really, the only thing I liked was the Postal Service song. But also, I would. Speaking of that, Death Cab for Cuties, Ben Gibbard also did the main title theme song for Shrinking. So,
love Shrinking.
I feel like they're really coming into they're making a comeback, I guess. I love them. I've always loved them. I love Death Cab. I love Postal Service, whatever. Super supportive of that. The show can kindly go fuck itself, but everything else is amazing.
Shrinking's awesome too, by the way. I'm happy it's coming back for a second season. Show. It's so good. Yeah, Harrison.
Anyone who has not watched Shrinking needs to watch. It's like you could binge it in one night. It's that good. It's so good.
Yeah.
Let it go for a couple nights. Don't just blow through it because there's enough in there.
You could do it. You could do it
if you wanted. You could binge anything.
Well, not a night, a day, I guess.
A day, fine. But no, I loved Shrinking. My wife and I watched it. We knocked out a couple episodes right at the beginning and then spaced it out over a couple weeks just because it was a fun, fresh take on a like a really serious topic. And Harrison Ford, who the hell knew? He was amazing in it. I just had never seen him in that kind of role before.
That world.
And it was just really exactly. So it was lovely to see that too.
And having him say raw dogging how many times?
Like he clearly doesn't know what raw dogging means. Yes.
Like literally the whole cast is amazing. Like Kristen Miller played the next door neighbor who was like super annoying at first, but then became one of my favorite characters. Jessica Williams is amazing as Gabby. Luke Tenney plays Sean, like the patient who winds up moving into. I mean, I don't want to give anything away, but they are. It's just such a great cast and a lot of people that you're not familiar with, and they all turn in like stellar performances.
Yeah, across the board. It's a
I'm
huge
sorry
win.
I
It really
hijacked
is.
your Star Trek
No, this is
conversation,
now a
Brian.
shrinking show. It's fine.
Yeah.
This is great. I mean, we haven't even mentioned Jason Segel. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Like,
I know. And
Well, I
Jason
mean,
Segel kills it.
he's the staple of it. Like, obvious, like
Yeah.
it's his show.
you know
Like,
he's gonna
I
be
feel
great
like
with it. Yeah.
I feel like everyone knows he's in it and he's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I was trying to, bring the other people into it, but yeah, he's spectacular. I love everything that he does. Honestly,
And there's a moment.
Dispatches from Elsewhere, great fucking show also that he created and did. He's amazing. Very
Yeah,
talented.
and there's like a moment where he's just staring at some pictures. It's not a spoiler, but he's just staring at some pictures, and what he goes through emotionally on his face, everything. It just shows like his performance is just phenomenal in this too. So
And the
He's
fact that
great.
he's such a
Got
good
depth.
actor, but also
Oh
a
my God.
writer and creator. Like it's so impressive. He is just really a force to be reckoned with. Jason Segel, friend of the show, Jason Segel.
friend of the show. But speaking of Star Trek, I also want to talk about, which is a spoof of Star Trek, is Galaxy Quest. So Galaxy Quest is moving forward for a new TV series. Okay, so it's been a long time. The 1999 sci-fi classic came out quite a bit of time ago now. And they've been trying to do this for a long time.
Look how hot Sigourney Weaver is in that picture.
Oh yeah, super hot in it. Super hot. Get it, But Paramount
She's like,
Plus is doing this.
Look at these.
Paramount Plus is doing this. Now, it was supposed to happen. They've been trying to do this for like 8 years now. Originally, it was going to be on Amazon, and Mark Johnson, who was the original producer, was involved, and the features writer, Robert Gordon, was there, the director, Dean Parrott, was there, and they had this sequel series that was a big continuation of the whole thing. But then Alan Rickman passed away, unfortunately. And once that happened, the whole thing just went downhill and just, went into limbo for a long time. But now Paramount's picking it up, probably because of the whole Star Trek thing. They're like, oh, what else can we do with Star Trek? Well, this is kind of like Star Trek. So they're grabbing this on board. They're not saying really much details at this point, if it's going to be a continuation or whatnot. We're going to have to wait to see a little bit of time because this just came out. This is breaking news. And, Tim Allen's in this, Sigourney Weaver. Alan Rickman was, Tony Shalhoub, Sam Rockwell had a great cast. And I'm really excited because I thought it was really fun. I guess one of the scripts they had, though, at one point, Simon Pegg was writing, which I was like, that's pretty awesome. I would have loved to have seen that. But yeah, this is coming out. So Galaxy Quest, after all this time, 99 till now. Sabrina, are you excited about this at all? Do you think this is a good idea? Or do you think they should have left it back in 1999?
It depends. There's a lot of factors, and so I can't really say. I think the original material is amazing, and there's a huge cult following for it, and I think it could be very successful if it's done correctly. If you bring in a whole new cast of people, I feel like it's not going to have as much allure. If you can find some way to bring back the original cast and find a reason why Alan Rickman's not there, and it's good writing, I think it could be great. There's just so many factors. It's hard to give you an honest opinion right now with knowing so little about it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Tim Allen had previously gone on the record saying with Alan Rickman passing, there's no way that they would ever move forward with this or do another show. And maybe Tim Allen needs the work too. I don't know. But with everything, everyone is getting, to me, Galaxy Quest exists at a perfect time. It didn't need to be anything it wasn't. And yes, there's a lot of fanfare for it. Yes, there's a lot of cult following, if you want to call it that. I kind of want to just leave this as it is. I really enjoyed it for what it was. I don't need it to have a bunch of spinoffs. I don't need it to have a continuation. It existing how it was fine for me. Again, I'm nervous they're not going to do it justice. Although, as you mentioned, Simon Pegg in there. I think I saw Paul Scheer's name attached to it too.
Yeah.
They got some heavy hitters. They have some real comedic chop, acting and writing there. Who's to say? I'll give it a shot. But I think there's something nice about just letting it be what it was and kind of, just letting dogs lie.
Yeah, they're always looking for content that's been successful before, and so it's just and it wasn't huge at the point when it came out, but it became a cult classic. And I guess the idea of doing it before with the whole cast makes sense, but now without Alan Rickman, and it just doesn't really work the same way when you're going to have him be passed away or get do new, Experience saying a new cast. I'm not really sold on a new cast either. I don't know. It's interesting, but I still need to have more details with this. I'm not super excited about it yet right now, but maybe I will be. And Tim Allen, like you were saying, Sean, maybe he needs to work. Well, he went back to do a Santa Claus show. Now he's got a
Yeah.
And it
second
got
season of the
renewed.
Santa Clauses. You know what I mean? So he's doing a second season of that. So he's reaching into his past and looking for whatever he can grab onto to make some money. So, you know what? You can't blame the guy if it was successful and it did well. Santa Clauses did well on Disney Plus. So
Michigan's own, gotta support the home team. Why not?
Yeah, gotta do it, right? Michigander, man. Michigander. Well, talking about support, there's not a lot of support for this man right now, Jonathan Majors. So Jonathan Majors, everybody, I want to get into this for a second because a lot of news came out here the past couple days with Jonathan Majors. So before his PR actual manager dropped him, his old PR team dropped him, and now his managing company, Entertainment 360, just dropped him too because of what happened with the allegations of, abuse, of violence against his girlfriend or his friend. They still haven't really put that to bed. I think it's his girlfriend.
It's definitely his girlfriend.
Yeah, I know, but there's still going back and forth about it. But it's definitely, yeah. In March 25th, he was arrested, and all this went down. They said all this evidence has come out. They're going to be like supporting that he was innocent. Nothing happened. The text messages came out. We talked about that, how they kind of seemed a little not really sure about, He's going to actually appear before a judge on May 8th. But on top of that, too, it's not just like his managing company and his PR team dropping him. On top of that, he was dropped from starring and executive producing a movie called Man in My Basement with Willem Dafoe. He was cut from the Texas Rangers MLB ad campaign that was going to debut on Friday. He's no longer in consideration to star in an Otis Redding project, but he was attached to. And also he was attached to play Dennis Rodman in a biopic, and he was dropped from that too, and they're looking for new people on top of that. And it's like that. And then there's also like he was supposed to go to like a Met Gala, and they asked him not to come, and they mutually decided for him not to go. So the fact is, like, everyone is really just pushing themselves away from the man right now. And it's like, what's going to happen? My question for us today is can he come back from this? Regardless if he's proven innocent, can he come back from this after everyone's dropping him like flies? And, William Morris Endeavor is still representing him, but will they drop him soon? That's the question. What do you think, Sean? You've been here to talk about this. What do you think about this whole situation with Kang the Conqueror?
Yeah, you just got to throw it back into Marvel and remind me there.
I have to.
It's obviously there's still a lot of information unknown about this whole situation. I don't want to speak out of turn here, but I do feel like that what I've read and what I've seen, it's just we're not obviously getting the whole story yet, and I think people are cautiously obviously don't want to invest too much because he has been such this meteoric rise in the last couple of years. I mean, the big things that he did with Creed 3 and then right back to back with Ant-Man and the Wasp, and then his whole plan. I mean, there's an entire season of Loki 2 shot with him anyway. Like, What are you going to do with that? It's tough. It's a really tough situation. I really enjoyed him as an actor. I would love to continue to support him, but obviously I can't do that if allegations are true and what happened. That's just the way it goes, unfortunately.
Yeah, and then people like, you know what, the Marvel thing, they haven't waited on it yet, and that's been kind of like this right now because, Deadline's saying that they haven't discussed it at all, but I've heard from multiple other sources that they've had conversations about it because they have to start thinking about that,
Yeah.
End of the day, like, he's a big part of this new phase of the MCU, so it's like, what do you do? I mean, I just say if you're going to recast him, get Denzel Washington. That's what I say. Get Denzel in there, make Kang a little bit older.
Denzel could do a hell of a job as a Kang, I'm sure.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I think so too. Yeah, I mean, it's just interesting. And then chat, they know Jake, Justin Rowland was acquitted. Oh yeah, you never know. The thing is, like, you never know what's going to happen, and maybe he'll be acquitted and everything will be fine, and everything will be fine. Marvel's not going to jump the gun on this. A lot of people aren't. Of course, his PR team, they were saying like, it's like a breach of trust with them, so they need to know everything up front, and they didn't know it, so that's not good.
I think Marvel is playing this slowly because of how they handled James Gunn's controversy, and how they kind of jumped the gun. James Gunn jumped the gun. I think that's also making them a little cautious, and he is a huge part of the next 4 years at least of Marvel content. The whole cinematic universe kind of revolves around Jonathan Majors Kang, and yeah, I don't know. They've made the investment there. It's going to be hard to see what happens. But
it's a tough call, and you don't want to do like jumping into it fast. Good point with Gunn. Yeah. You just don't want to jump on it too fast. That's the thing. Sabrina, we've been talking about this before. What do you think? Do you think that William Morrison Dever's going to drop him? Do you think he's going to stay Kang after all this? Like, people are already dropping him, or do you think they're going to wait?
I mean, I don't know. Honestly, it's kind of the world we live in when you're in the public eye like that people are going to react this way to something of this magnitude. And I'm obviously don't know whether he's innocent or guilty. Only he and that woman knows. But I mean, it just doesn't look good for somebody like, representing a brand. And as an actor, you are your brand. But I mean, like Valentino being like, you're not going to come to the Met Gala, and, like any ad campaigns that he was doing, with the NFL or MLB or
the Army
whatever.
one too, or the Marines.
Army,
was?
Yeah, he was a big part of this new Army.
They dropped that.
Well.
I mean, that's you don't want somebody in question, whether he is innocent or guilty, representing your brand until that's all figured out. So that, makes sense. People are protecting their brand, but at the same time, he is his brand. So I don't know how it's going to turn out. Honestly, if I'm being perfectly honest, the text that the lawyer released that would exonerate him, quote unquote, really made him seem more guilty, in my opinion. I am not a jury of his peers. I am not in that courtroom. I have no idea what happened. And until it's worked out, I think things will be very simmered down for him. If he is exonerated, I'm sure things will pick back up. I don't think that Marvel is going to rush to recast him. I think they're going to play this out because, like Sean said, they have completed a whole nother season of Loki. They set him up to be King the Conqueror in, several other movies. Like, that's pretty much like their whole phase is,
it's a lot,
centered around Kang.
Yeah.
So if I'm being perfectly honest, I vote for Denzel. I like him as Kang. I just feel like he's young, and I feel like he's very William Shatnery about it. Like, all of his dialogue is very like, he'll say a couple words and then take a long pause and then say a couple more words, which, works for the Shat, but I don't know if it works for the majors. I'm just saying. So I don't know. I really don't know. If he didn't do it, I am very sorry that all this is happening to him.
Yeah.
If
Me
it's
too.
like an Amanda Heard type situation, because she should definitely rot in hell. That's awful. And I hope that he, makes a extreme, wonderful, fucking successful comeback. But from the way things look and the information that is available, to me, it looks like it's probably skewing in, unfortunately, yes, the Shat as in Shatner.
The Shat. Also, yeah, the chat said too that I don't think the MCU fans would be too upset about recasting him. Like, they'll get over it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still early.
But it's still content. Yeah.
Yeah, it's still content, And it's the multiverse, so you could still be like, well, it's a different version of him. They've done that with
but they
Spider-Man
showed
too.
at the end of Ant-Man, they showed 375 Kangs, and they all had his
shit
face.
the bed in that.
So
that's kind of shit in the bed.
That's going to be, somebody.
That's going to be the one toughie.
Touching that and making 375 Denzel Washingtons. That's going to take a long time.
I'm into it, though. I'm into it.
Yep. Okay, I can see it.
Oh, you want to get out of this quantum realm? You do.
You want to get in here? Okay. Come on, Ant-Man. Come here. Yeah, I can see it. That'd be awesome. I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, though, it's just like, if he did do this, if the allegations are correct, then yes, you have to take these measures. People are jumping on it. People jump on it right away. Once something happens, in the public opinion, the eye of the public opinion, people are going to still think he's guilty, regardless if he's innocent now. Unfortunately, that's the world we live in right now. And it's probably going to affect his whole career, I think, regardless of the fact, just because of it's tough to come back from something like this. I hope if he didn't do it, then he can, and that it won't affect his career, because he was soaring. He was soaring right now. So that would really suck.
The way that those text messages read, I doubt that this woman is going to press charges anyway. So he's probably going to be exonerated in some way, shape, or form, whether he's guilty or not, which is also unfortunate.
But it's also going to be a campaign of rebuilding the public's trust, rebuilding,
for sure.
Yes.
And it regardless of what happens, it's not going to be the same that he was, and he's going to have to fight like hell to get back. So
it's true.
Yeah.
Well, somebody else that's fighting like hell right now is Carol Danvers in the new Marvels trailer. So Carol Danvers is back, Brie Larson's back, and the Marvels is coming out, everybody. Of course, the trailer came out. We haven't had a chance to talk about it yet. We've had so much going on with the news. So finally get a chance to talk about the Marvels trailer. And Sabrina's super excited about it. She's been just biting at the bit for this. Yeah. But Carol Danvers, Monica Rambeau.
I hate this bitch.
Kamala Khan. I mean, honestly, all three of them together. And I will say this about the trailer. I think Intergalactic was a great choice.
Nope. Fuck you. Fuck you sideways, bro. That is my line. I love the Beastie Boys. You don't even barely know who the Beastie Boys are. How fucking dare you say that's the best part of the trailer? I didn't say, bro.
I didn't say it wasn't. I didn't say it was the best part. I said I thought it was good.
You're done. You're done.
I thought it was good. I said
that is all me. That is the best part of the trailer. Is Beastie Boys Intergalactic. You cannot steal my shit, bro. You already stole my postal service. I'm not letting you do it again. Fuck
Before
off.
I say anything, Sabrina, get in there. What do you think about this trailer? Are you super excited about the Marvels? Do you think this is the best thing to come?
The only thing I was excited about was the greatest song. For this stupid shithole movie. The only thing that was exciting about that trailer was the Beastie Boys. By the way. Okay, Mike D, Ad Rock, and MCA. That is what I have to say about that trailer. These three bitches can go fuck themselves. Brie Larson is a horrible human being. I hope she rots in hell. The other two girls I really don't have any problems with. Like, they're fine. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. But here, the girl who's on screen right now is a horrible human being. She's very upset that she has to share the spotlight with anybody, which is so ridiculous. You're an actor, and like there's a thing called an ensemble.
Can Sabrina tell us how she really feels?
Yeah, I'm trying really hard. But Brian stole my line, so I'm a little bit upset at him too. Anyway, this trailer looks like a piece of shit. She was barely in it, which I'm super happy for. Actually, it looks like what's the one from WandaVision? What's her name? What's her real name?
Tayona. Yeah. Well,
but thank you for
Rambeau.
pronouncing that very weirdly. Yeah. Okay. She looked like the star in the trailer. So I'm super psyched for that. I will not go see it because I'm not giving Brie Larson a penny. But I'm super psyched that she was backstage in the trailer because I'm sure she's crying up at night every single evening while she's trying to fucking do like some curls or something. I'm not the star of my own movie. Fuck you, bitch.
So Sabrina's not excited about this at all across the board.
No, and I won't watch it. It can go fuck itself. I'm sorry.
So, Sean, how do you feel about this trailer? Do you feel as passionate as Sabrina does about it, or do you see some good in here? What do you think?
You know, I wouldn't say I'm as passionate about this movie as Sabrina. It feels like Sabrina has carved out that niche for herself, and that's fine. I will say I'm excited for it just because, again, more Marvel content is A-okay in my book. I really enjoyed Miss Marvel. And
no, you didn't.
Hold on a second. I did. I really enjoyed Miss Marvel. I enjoyed WandaVision. I'm excited to see how these two characters kind of make the leap from.
Oh, wait. Miss Marvel is the one on Disney?
Yes. Well, they're both on Disney Plus. Yeah.
No. I mean, it's like Disney TV. Like, you don't mean the first Marvel movie with Brie Larson, right?
Correct.
What was that called?
No. That was Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm excited to see that. This is, again, we haven't had any. This might be the first. I could be wrong here. A blending of the TV MCU with the cinematic MCU. I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see where they take the story. Yeah. That's fair. That's a good one. You got me on that one, Sabrina. Sorry.
Sorry.
Yep.
Love you.
That's fine. But no, I was excited for it. I liked the trailer. I thought it was a playful kind of like just showcasing what exactly is going on and trying to set some new rules that we haven't seen before. And yeah, I don't think enough is really shown in the trailer that gives me a full sense of what the movie's going to be about just yet. But I'm excited for it. You know, I liked the first Captain Marvel. Sorry, Sabrina. Again, but okay. Everything else about this movie is telling me that it's going to be great. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see. I mean, like that. Honestly, the trailer. I'm always excited about Marvel stuff. I know I'm not as fired up as I could be about it, but I think that the switching stuff worked really well. I think it was actually fun to see them like use their power and they switch, and they use their power and they switch. That was fun, and I really like I really like the cast. Besides, I mean, I think they'll be. I mean, of course, you're sharing the spotlight. It's not really Captain Marvel 2. It's a different kind of thing. Even though Brie Larson, if there were those rumors online saying she was super upset because she's not the focus of it and it's not her movie. But I mean, like, come on, this is a natural way to progress with this. So for me, I was like, I think it works. And like Sabrina said, the Beastie Boys. I love the Beastie Boys in this too. I think it looked really great. I think it worked really well in this intergalactic. It's perfect. And I just think that, as they develop it, I think that it's a good idea. I think so. I mean, we'll see what happens. They had, again, you're saying they didn't really show much. They haven't showed the villains at all.
Yep.
They showed like one like quick little clip of the villain, and that was about it. Besides that, it's really been focusing like how the switching works and the power works. Yeah. They go back and forth. Which makes sense to kind of broadcast that and push that because that's part of the selling part of it. So
I think it was just a nice way to kind of show the interplay that this is a connected universe. You're going to see these characters interacting with each other, and it's also that baton passing from who was originally in the Avengers or who was originally kind of the main stars of the MCU, passing it on to the new talent and the younger talent and the younger heroes. I think it's cool. I think it's good to show that they've thought out where things are going to go, and I'm excited to see where it happens.
Yeah, and Iman Vellani's actually really good in this trailer too. From Miss Marvel, she's actually really good, and it's fun to see her switching back and forth too. Probably one of the best parts of the trailer, I would actually say. I think, and
I would be really excited if Brie Larson gets fired after this experience. That's what makes me excited.
You never know. You really don't. You just don't. They did switch the villain. The villain actually, Zoe Ashton is playing the villain, but it was actually a male character before, so they did a gender switch for this. Dar Ben was the character named the General of the Kree, and they switched it to a female role for the movie, which is not a big deal, not at all. So
they should have left
well.
it a dude who doesn't want to watch three bitches kick a guy's ass. I mean, come on, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why would you make it?
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Apparently, it's not believable.
Oh
shit!
Just because I hate Brie Larson doesn't mean I hate women. So you can take that and shove it up your ass, Sean.
It was an easy joke. I took it. I'm sorry.
It was an easy.
I did.
Joke.
I set it up for you. You spiked it home. You're good.
Thank you.
But the Marvels is coming, everybody. If you like it, you hate it. If you hate it like Sabrina, if you like it like Sean, it's the world we live in. It's going to be exciting to see another movie for Marvel, and hopefully it turns out well for them. It might not. You never know. And it's going to be, people are being mixed on everything. It's just, there's a lot of mixed on actual trailer. People like disliking it, people hating it too. So there's been a little bit of backlash already. In the first one, the Captain Marvel movie actually did pretty well. So, and Miss Marvel did pretty well too. So you think that combining them will work out, but you never know. You just don't. But anyways, everybody, as always, now it's time for our featured story of the night. All right. We're going to dive in for the last time this season talking about The Mandalorian. That's right. The Mandalorian, the last episode came out, the season finale, episode 8, The Return. Now, for me, it's like we've been waiting and waiting for this big battle, of course. Everyone's been thinking about Mandalore. Oh, before I get in there, I just want to say, everybody, in case you're wondering, spoiler alert, just so everybody knows, spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, everybody. And my Siri, and my Siri watch did not like that either. She went nuts on it. So spoiler alert right away. So Sabrina didn't like that either. I think, though, overall, that they actually ended on a very good note here. I think it was a lot of fun. The battle was great. The Mandalorians flying was a lot of fun. Like that battle, flying in the sky like that, seeing the Mandalorians flying in with a dark saber like that, coming in there and kicking ass. Like it was a great battle. And all leading up for Moff Gideon, too, the whole fight between Moff Gideon and Bo-Katan and having Grogu actually use the Force again and kicking some ass, too. I was waiting for that. And I think that was really well done. The back and forth between the both battles, Bo-Katan coming in there. I think they did a great job wrapping it all up and getting back to Mandalore and conquering it again and taking down Moff Gideon. But is Moff Gideon actually dead? That's the question. We had these tubes full of clones. Has he cloned himself someplace else? Do we want him even to come back anymore? Honestly, no. I think the season would have been better to have him throughout the whole thing as opposed to just sticking him at the end and being like that, like, oh, well, we got Moff Gideon again, because that's what it feels like. Because they've done that the first 2 seasons, too, where he kind of pops in, and then it's a battle at the end.
Well, they had the essence of Moff Gideon.
Exactly. It was the overlooming specter that he was there. His presence was somewhere in the universe. behind the strings of the puppets or whatever. Like it wasn't that we just didn't see Giancarlo Esposito that much. That's all.
Yeah. He was great though, and they've got synthesizer on his voice, made him very much like Darth Vader a little bit too. And as he was more robotic too. It was almost like he was. I go back to because I'm from when I was a kid, Gizmo Duck. You remind me of Gizmo Duck a little bit from DuckTales.
Sure, I can see a Gizmo Duck. Yeah,
I cannot right now.
Sabrina's like, no, don't say that. But yeah, I mean, I think that people are going online about there's no spies. I'm expecting the armor to be a spy, but honestly, I didn't need a spy. I think it just was like naturally, this is where you're going to go. You have the big battle, and it was great. They killed the Darksaber, which blew my mind a little bit. But
yeah, I didn't like that.
Blew my mind.
It was the major character death, right? Aside from Paz
you're right.
in the last episode, you expected there was all these kind of you expect the stakes to be so high that a major character is going to be out. There's all these rumors about Pedro Pascal leaving the show after this season. Like he could have been gone. And like honestly, if this is all we got in 4 seasons and this is how it wrapped, I'd be pretty happy with it. I'm excited to see that them going back to their bounty hunting roots. But it's great. It's great television. It's a good show that there was high enough stakes, and the major character death was the Darksaber after all that.
Yeah, right. That was it. But I mean, it was good. Like Paz too. Like when he died, it was such a moment last episode. It was such a huge moment. And this, you didn't really need it. Like, I mean, you kill him off. Now you're killing the villain. And as Mando was saying, like, we have to end this now. So hopefully the idea is that, he's done now. This is it. We don't need to keep kicking the bucket with this. We got Thrawn coming in. So maybe he's going to be the bad next time. Maybe he'll have his presence known in the Mandalorian world, hopefully. Sabrina, let me get you taking this. What do you think about this episode, and are you happy with how it ended and this season went?
I shockingly, the bitch that I am, enjoyed the season a lot. I know a lot of people did not, and they're upset about it, but I think it was a lot of Grogu, which I am obsessed with. And I think that Bo-Katan fucking killed it. Katie Sackhoff is a fucking force to be reckoned with.
Fantastic.
She's amazing.
Such a great job. And like from her indifference with her leg over her fucking chair by herself, being like, fuck off, Mando, to going and saving him twice and then becoming the leader of the Mandalorian and fucking having that epic battle. Like, dude, my favorite scene, which is probably unpopular, but they started the fight and she was flying and she fucking killed one of the Imperials and she fucking did like a little somersault kick and slid underneath the thing and jumped back up on her thing. And then she blocked the fucking shots with her knees and then fucking killed the guy. I was like, that is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, she is so fucking great. I think that women should aspire to be her. She's fucking like politically sound. She brought together 2 sects of Mandalorians that are fucking sworn enemies. She fucking had a very formidable battle with Moff Gideon, who, by the way, I love Giancarlo Esposito, however the fuck you say his name. I don't care for him as Moff Gideon. I really don't. He doesn't seem menacing enough. I don't buy it. I don't know why, but I really fucking don't. He's like a fragile old man. And I say fragile because I love A Christmas Story and I'm Italian. So he's like, just because he has all this Beskar on and he fucking is just this a huge badass fucking sword wield. She has the dark saber and she's young and fit and hot and fucking ready to go. And somehow Grandpa Moses over here is able to fucking hold his own even, period. He shouldn't even be able to hold his own against Din Djarin. Like, let's be real.
He had some cybernetic assistance. I think, they played some things with the audio in his suit. It made it seem like...
because his fucking suit was super strong. It's like, bro, he crushed the Darksaber with his hand.
He was in some sort of mechanical suit.
Like RoboCop.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit like RoboCop.
And also,
a little bit.
I don't like the 3 people in the red that came out in sex garb, like some weird fucking cultist sex shit. They're in like latex red, trying to fight a baby. I'm like, let's rein it in, American Horror Story. Like, that's a lot. It is a lot. I'm gonna need you to bring it back 6 fucking decimals.
It's the Praetorian Guard.
The Praetorian Guard, yeah.
They're in red. It's like, do you remember the first season of American Horror Story, Leatherface, and all the things were like the black leather? Like, it was that, but with a skirt on. And I'm like, please don't bring that into my Mandalorian. It's very rapey and I don't like it. So I was glad
they went after Grogu too.
Yeah, they did.
I know. And the poor thing's doing like somersaults and I'm like, raper. I'm like, does anyone not see the pedophiles in the room? Can we please save the child? But
Interesting
I mean,
symbolism you picked up
The
there,
child.
Sabrina. Yeah, the
seriously,
child. No.
I'm just saying. I did not like that. But I did love when he was like levitating the frog at the end and like, you know, he's going to work for the New Republic as a bounty hunter. Like, I'm down for another season. And obviously, Pedro Pascal is coming back because not only did he really, what's happening? Who's that? Stop doing that. He is doubling down and becoming the adopted father of Grogu. I don't know how to make that stop. What do I do? Who
Hit
is
end.
it? See who it
Tell
is?
Nelson you'll call him back.
Yeah,
It's
tell Nelson.
Nelson?
Yeah,
Nelson, like the runner?
Humans. Oh.
yeah, Nelson.
The runner. That's
Erla or
alarming.
something like that.
That's the runner. I don't know why he would be calling me. He probably needs a place to stay in Burbank. Brian, get ready. You're next.
Yeah, maybe. But okay. But I also like the hallway scene with the shields up and down
Oh, absolutely.
with the R5 stuff. That was a lot of fun. And like the little droids coming after him and hitting him, and then he's battling it out. That shit was great. It was a fun moment, and it takes
When
you
he
back a little
shot that
bit to
little
like.
droid, I thought it was the greatest thing ever. And it was like, me, and we drove away. And I was like, yes.
Yeah, there were a lot of parallels in this movie and little kind of like Easter eggs and quick
Phantom
shout out to Ryan Airy of Screen Crush, who does a fantastic job
Oh yeah.
of breaking down Easter eggs.
that
Oh, you're
fucking
familiar. He's great. Oh, what are you gonna say about
He
that?
had the Jaime English shirt on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His little assistant manager, Doug. Come on. But like, I wouldn't have enjoyed that show, to the level that I did without his videos to really kind of, because there's so much history and like culture, everything layered in these episodes of these characters mean this, and here's why this was a pivotal scene because of how these guys worked out together. Like, for my whole thoughts of the series was, it felt like a lot of the other Mandalorian series where it was a little bit drawn out. The pacing was a real big issue, right? Like, not a lot happened in some of the middle episodes, and then all of a sudden, oh shit, we got to end this. We got to figure out how we're dealing with these clones. We got to figure out how we're dealing with Moff Gideon. There's still a lot of strands there that I hope are going to continue into season 4. But like overall, I thought it was a highly enjoyable season, and really the season finale, I think everyone was looking for. It was plenty of action. Enough of the story kind of got wrapped up. We had a reset on Din and Grogu, kind of going back to what made them enjoyable to watch in the first place. And yeah, I'm excited to see where the show goes on from here.
Yeah, it's resetting it up, and now your Grogu's in a better spot too. He's stronger. He's he's also being trained by him now.
He's an
Grogu. Apprentice. Yeah,
Din Grogu. Yeah.
So
I think he
weird.
communicated with the Mythosaur a little bit at the end too. I think there was a connection with the Mythosaur.
Yep.
I think there was something there, and it makes me wonder. And there's
foreshadowing.
Little foreshadowing. They've been setting that up. Of course, there was not enough time in this season to have the Mythosaur come out and ride it and do all that stuff.
There could have been enough time in this season, but they chose not to.
They needed that Lizzo and Jack Black episode instead.
An entire episode of obtaining Christopher Lloyd. Like, why are you throwing 3 drops in one episode? Like, that's insane.
And then the Kane episode too. with all that old backstory about the cloning. But that's all setting up, setting seeds for the future.
A shit episode. Honestly, those are my least 2 favorite episodes. To be honest, like I don't know. I was like, why are we doing this for a whole episode?
But they set it up from the very beginning. They said, we're going back to Mandalore. That was the whole thing. As soon as he found out that the waters were there, it was all there. You could breathe there. It's like they were setting it up to go back, to get everybody back together, and they did that.
But I don't know why Jack Black and Lizzo had to be involved, or
a lot of people don't know.
Christopher Lloyd droid situation. It's not even like they came and gave them backup when they were fighting for Mandalore. Like, what was that for? Honestly, like,
you know why Jack Black was there, Sabrina? You know why Jack Black was there? Peaches.
Yeah,
peaches.
Fuck you. Stop it right now.
I gotta throw it out there at least once an episode now. I just have to. You saw Mario probably, right, Sean? You saw Mario, right? You have not?
Not yet.
You've not seen Mario. So when you see Mario, you know what I'm talking about. But there's a whole Peaches thing. So
sure,
yeah, it's a whole thing. But yeah, I think though, overall though, of course there are those filler episodes, which is unfortunate with 8 episodes. You shouldn't have that. The episodes also are like varying how the length are. Some are like, there's like 52 to 35, you know what I mean? So I think it should be more of a fixed rate, but if you had an hour episode and there were 8 episodes, that's more content. People wouldn't complain as much. It wouldn't be like, not having 10 or 12 or 24, but you never have 24 again. But I still think they had a great story. They actually hit every point they wanted to. They got us back there, Bo-Katan. It was really Bo-Katan's season. It was about her getting back there and getting that dark saber and getting back to leading them, bringing the Mandalorians together, getting back to Mandalore. We got that. Now we have everything set up for the next season, and
Also,
all the big bads coming.
Yep.
I'm sorry not to interrupt, but I love how the armorer was just smashing motherfuckers with her fucking hammer as they were flying through the air. I was like, get it, bitch. Like 3 people in a row. I was like, yes.
Jetpack,
like the fight was
jetpack
good.
jetpack troop, and then she's just swinging with a damn hammer.
She's like, fuck you. I don't need this. I don't need this. I'm just gonna beat the shit out of you with my hammer. It was fucking amazing.
It was so good. I honestly think that flying sequence. That flying sequence is one of the best I think they've done. It's just like them flying in, the whole fight in the air. You haven't seen something like that, especially in a TV show.
And sliding, like I mean, just the stunt work was amazing.
Yeah,
it was amazing.
Absolutely.
And then some people are upset there were no spies, like I said before. People are upset that it was Bo-Katan's story. There was a rumor that Pedro was leaving, but I mean, honestly, he has what does he go? He goes into a booth and he does the recording for the voiceover, like a couple hours, maybe.
His face since like the first or second episode.
Like, how hard is it to keep doing this show forever? It's an easy paycheck. You're Mandalorian.
Now that they're together, like the Mandalorians are all together, is he gonna take his helmet off now? That's the question.
That's not his way. He's not going to take it off. He's not going to do it, though.
That's not the way, Sabrina.
But they're together now.
That's not the way.
So, like, he could if he wanted to.
No, I think it's a more united people that are more tolerant and respectful of the different sex and what made them different. I think that's why you saw.
If they live on Mandalore, he can dump in that water anytime he has to take his helmet. So they're going to go back to bounty hunting. He may have to take his helmet off, and then he can just take a little dip in the water, and he'll be like, "And I'm back to this is the way." Like, I don't know. I feel like there's a little bit of an open door there, a tiny bit, but a little bit.
But even when you saw Ragnar's baptism scene, right? Everyone had a helmet on because they were respecting the fact that was the tradition, and that's like, prime Mandalore tradition, whatever. Like everyone did. And then when people were leaving,
Grogu didn't have a helmet on.
Well, what are you going to do with those ears? Those ears aren't going to. You need a weird helmet.
You're going to have to make holes. He's going to wear a helmet, I guarantee you, by the end of it.
My wife and I, this whole season, were like, wouldn't it be so damn cute if Grogu says at the end of the series, "This is the way." Yeah, I would have lost my shit. Oh my god, I would have lost my shit.
I was waiting for it, honestly. I love the fact that he was like, no. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Gotta pay Taika Waititi. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then he used the Force shield. That was really fun. Yeah, Taika Waititi. I mean, how great is that for Taika? You know what I mean? How great.
That reminded me of Groot saving everyone in Guardians of the Galaxy when he made his like little bubble of tree branches and like cradled everyone Groot. Down. That's what it reminded me of. We are Mandalorian.
He goes, and he sits down because he's tired from that.
I know. I was waiting for him to pass out, and he just kind of sat, and I was like, oh, he's getting stronger. He didn't pass out.
Yeah, he needed
last time I took a nap on the rock for a really long time.
Give him a space macaroon or something, and he can go take care of the rest of the Praetorian Guard.
Totally.
Yeah.
And axe wolves too. Like I thought maybe he was gonna be. I thought he was gonna be a spy maybe too, and he's flying up to the sky. But he actually just crashes that down, and like as a boss, he shoots the window out and flies out, and he saves himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, this guy's going down with the ship. Oh no, he just really easily shoots the window and says, "I'm freaking out of here. Done my job." Out. Yeah.
but you do raise a very good question. Is Moff Gideon actually dead? And I really hoped for a more final death for him because I'm sick of him looming about. I've had enough. And I don't want them to bring it back again because we've already done it twice.
I think he will be dead because I think that there were enough things opened up with this whole Imperial Shadow Council that he had the meeting with. There's enough there, I think, to kind of replace the big bad. As Brian mentioned, Thrawn's coming back. We know it. He's been teased so far in the Ahsoka trailers. Like I think that he's going to be replaced by someone. So I think Moff Gideon's story has been told, has been done.
Oh, thank goodness.
I think now we get to see who else is out there and who else will be the big bad, kind of toying with the New Republic.
And I hope really, like as Mando said, we have to end this now, or it'll never end. And I think that was meant to be too. Like he's done. I hope so. I'm always like skeptical, but I hope so. I hope because I think that's just. I mean, the fire and he puts the arms up. It's like, come on, that makes sense. Like that's it. That's it for him.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Giancarlo out.
Yep, out. It was been fun, guys.
Mock drape.
See ya.
Anyways, and it's been fun here tonight, everybody. Thank you for being here tonight on Kruse Control. We got to go. We're at that point of the night. Thank you so much, Sean, for being here again. Love having you here. Number 3, hopefully have you back for 4 pretty soon. So, love chatting. Sabrina, thank you for being here. Yeah, of course. Yeah, thank you for taking time.
Nice to meet you, Sean.
Yeah, nice to meet you, Sabrina.
Sabrina, thank you for being here too. Appreciate you as always. And bye, GR in the chat.
Absolutely.
Everybody out there, thank you for watching Kruse Control. Please like and subscribe. Join our Patreon if you can. Please tell everybody you know. We're at like 222 subscribers now. We keep going up every day. Come on, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your uncle, tell your aunt, tell your grandma, tell your chinchilla, tell your little squirrel, tell your dogs, tell your cats, tell your pet rat, tell your pet squirrel. I don't tell everybody. Tell everybody to watch Kruse Control. Tell everybody because we want everybody to keep watching. So we're going to keep being here regardless, but keep it going, keep the momentum, and thank you for watching tonight. And as always, everybody, we'll see you next time. Take care. See ya.